da, 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 da. This is my holding music. Da 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 da. Double checking that we are live and everything is working. Da 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 da. I don't know what music it is. I just started. Da 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 da. We are streaming and a special stream. It is Smarugan Army, the Underlings, Bone Army Sneak Peek with Delta Tango Mike for Super Victor and Together for Victor. This is a project that I've been working on, and it's a comic book slash NFT project, and for an Ethereum NFT project. And it's in lots of different, there's lots of different phases for it. And part of it is to stream my process so that you who's watching this right now can get an idea of what's going on and get familiar with the fundraising. We are raising funds for a 1 year old who's suffering from SMA. And there is a list of links in the description of the video that will give you more information as to how we are working together to raise those funds. Plus, there is a Twitter Spaces starting in the next few minutes where you can hear from the father, Valentin, the father of the 1 year old. His name is Valentin, and he can share a lot more about this project. So let's double check on that. I will be able to hear the Twitter Spaces. I don't know if you'll be able to hear the Twitter Spaces, but I will. And I will be responding to folks on Twitter when they have questions. So there it is. That's me. Bam. I am, yep. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So as soon as the Twitter Spaces pops in, now I couldn't get into the space when I was on, so there's gonna be something interesting here that I'm gonna have to figure out. Like, how could I get the Twitter Spaces audio? Output capture, there it is. Let's go here, hyper X audio. And let me see if I can try because I want you guys to be able to hear the audio from the Twitter Spaces in real time. So let me go ahead and test this theory and see if it's working. Let's see. And I am going to be streaming today at uh, at 4 p.m. Eastern. Let's see. Come on. It's taking a long time. Here it is. Okay, so I hear music and I see it coming in to OBS, so that's good. The next thing is to double check that we have the Twitter Spaces audio. And I tried last time, it didn't work out, so I had my phone over here. And I'm also going to be streaming into Super Victor Live Art. There we go. Boom, boom. There it is. OBS virtual camera. Virtual camera. Let's go. What's up, Raz? How you doing? Thank you for joining us on Twitter and retweeting. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. I appreciate you. So if you guys see my Twitter, you can see the actual stream on Twitter live right now. Let me go ahead and open this up. I have my Surface Studio, big old Surface Studio right here. It's huge. Look at it. Look at it. It's insane. I love it. I love it. And here's one of those characters, the Underlings. And so, yeah, this is a little bit, a bunch of stuff going on right now that I'm trying to be able to accomplish at the same time. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if it's even supposed to work this way. Cause I am a little bit crazy when it comes to um mixing and matching things that don't go together. Okay, so I'm trying to get my colors just right. It's better this way because it is shiny. 'Cause I'm shiny. All right, here we go. Boom. So I'm just waiting on the Twitter Spaces to begin. I think I'm pretty sure. There you go. Glad to see you. Have a great day. Big respect. Thank you, Raz. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's see if I can get this Twitter Spaces working. You guys have to watch this from the sidelines for a second. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. Let's see, Valentin. Where is that? Where is it? It should be up. It should have Twitter should have already given me a notification that the Twitter Spaces is on and popping. And we tweet a lot, so I don't even know where is that. Bum 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 bum. You are welcome to join us in the Super Victor Discord. Yeah, that's October 22nd. It's too far away. And then and you can get an inside look into what's going on. Boom! Look at that. Ba 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 ba. Come on, let's see where is that. All right. I must have skipped it. There it is. It says it's on the remind. Set the reminder. Ready. And I'm just waiting for it for it to start so that I can get in. As that's today, 2 p.m. It is 2 p.m. And all right, cool, cool, cool. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and start drawing. If there are any questions, please leave them in the chat. I forgot to pull up the chat. I am also live on Behance. What's up, Monica on deck and Misty? I'm still jelly. I want one on the Surface Studio. It's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. Oh my god. Oh, it's crazy how beautiful it is, even if it's old. Like I'm not complaining that it's old. It's an older device, and it's still beautiful. And so they have the version 3, the Surface Studio 3, and it's got some updates, but it's not as great as it could have been. It should have been a lot more interesting, but it's cool, cool, cool. I mean, they do what they're gonna do. All right, so let's see. I have different pencils for different things. Sharp line. Where's the sharp inker? Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I think all artists, here's what I suggest Microsoft does. All Surface Studio tools that are out there in the world that are sorry. See, this is gonna make it true. This sneezing is gonna make it true that all the Surface Studios out there that are barely getting any real drawing use need to be handed out to artists in their nearby city and given access to create with it. How about that? That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I don't know why my nose decided to to start doing this. I'm sorry. Okay, okay, I'm good now. Let's see. Where is it? Where is this Twitter Spaces? Thank you, Misty. I was fine all day until now, and I'm trying to talk, and my nose is itching. But I appreciate you guys being here. I am gonna start drawing because I'm here to show off some of the details on this character. Yeah. Okay. Be careful. And this is what I like about the size of the screen. It's like it's endless. It's endless room to do what you want. It is amazing. So a quick recap on what's going on here. I'll pull up a couple. Allergic to work, says Missy. Sorry. Yes, allergic to work. So here's the character, and one of its forms, it is a bone character that is is part of an army, and so there are four parts to the army, and this is one of I guess a battalion. Call it a battalion. It's a battalion. That's it. I need to use what I know. It's the bone battalion. So it's bones, and so everything is bones. Even this should be like bones. Maybe it could be teeth. We're gonna make these teeth. Kind of like I try to make these some teeth right here. And it's all different colors, only because it's not. This is not ready. This is just a part of the process. But now here is all bony. It's a lot of bone-looking designs, and so here's where's the real deal. Let's go like this. See, I am allergic to work, Missy, but this is not work. This is like fun. Hold on one sec. Don't like fighting. Don't like fighting my nose. It was crazy. I started getting a pimple right there. I was like, what is going on? I got some streaming to do. I can't have pimples. All right, so I don't see the Twitter Spaces. Valentin is in charge. Let's see. Just a reminder, it's for today. I don't. Oh, there he goes. Oh,
Go right.
Yeah, right. Funny. We will rise and we will live.
hmm
Valentin, maybe connect you connected on OpenSea.com and not EO,
Yeah.
because I see on a
it
Google
is
there is
connected to
two
Twitter.
OpenSea, which
Like,
one is with the domain.com and one with EO. So it's like a clone of Marketplace.
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, but
See, it's
it can be even
possible.
worse than this, though. Like that's.
Yeah, I just found that right now,
Yeah,
so that's why maybe you didn't pay much attention
yeah,
to domain, and
yeah.
you just gave them your entire ticket
Yeah.
phrase from.
One thing that I want to say is like that's always the
all right.
basic mistake and the one that can be easiest to double check, but that is also not acceptable. It is not. You can be infected with redirects on the website. You are clicking on the right thing and you'll see it flash for maybe half a second, maybe not even, right? Depending on how well they did their thing. You might not notice you're on the right website. And it's semi impossible to protect against that risk. The way that I protect against risk like that is compartmentalization. And whenever you interact with a very, high
hmm
value wallet, it is important that you do so from a system that you do not use day to day. I use air-gapped computers that connect to the internet solely for.
Okay, so that's the Twitter Spaces, but I cannot get connected to the Spaces like I can on mobile, which is not good. I want to be able. Oh, yes, I know how to do it. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Come on, NDI. I just realized how. Because I'm cool like that. Okay, so let's talk up to David for now. I'm beginning to get more into Fresco compared to Procreate, but I don't like how it blends compared to Procreate. That's going to happen. It is two different kinds of apps. They are not the same. They don't work the same. And so depending on what you started with first, you are going to have a preference. And And with me, that is my issue is that um, I started with Adobe Apps a long time ago. I was doing, hey Anna, hey Mark, thank you for stopping through. Hey David, so I'm talking to David, answering his comment, responding to his comment. So I started with Adobe. I started using Adobe Apps the moment that I realized that there was a an app on iPhone. And as soon as I realized those things, I was ready. I was like, okay, let me go ahead and find um, a way to use these apps to draw. And so I got really used to the way Adobe treats their apps and their drawing apps. And so by the time, of course, um, let's see if this is working. By the time Procreate came out, like that's cool, but I'm already used to something that I like. And so if I'm already used to something that I like, then I don't need to learn something new. All right, so the phone is updating so that I can bring in my NDI source. And so that is where, you have to pay attention to some of these things that um, uh, the tools that each app provides and the workflow. And so I'm already used to a workflow. So when Procreate has what they have, I play with it. I'm not really good at it because I got used to already a workflow that I'm comfortable with Adobe apps. And once you start on one thing, it's kind of hard to just jump onto the next one and the next one and the next one and feel like you're doing something. It's kind of tough. It's kind of tough. All right, so something is happening with my screen. I should be able to pop in my screen right here. It's not showing up, but it's okay. Let's see if I can get audio to work. Um, Let me see. This is audio. You guys can see the audio and hear it, and see the audio and hear it. No, and see the audio and hear it. Nope, it's not coming in the way I wanted to. Nope, it's not it. Shut up, phone. So what can I do? What can I do? I'm trying to get this NDI to work on the eye capture. All right. And that sounds cutting out in and out. Yes, it is cutting in and out. How can I do this? I had this. Not well. This has been an issue, and I think, but it's been an issue before. I'm on NDI screen recording, and then there it is. Okay, so there we go. Now it's coming in. I don't want to be able to see it. I just want to be able to hear it. Let's see, what can we bring in that has audio? Oh, YouTube is still working. All right, so let's try this again. We're gonna do this again. Still working. I can hear myself. This again.
HyperX
We're gonna do
Audio.
this again. HyperX Audio. Let's see. Here we go. Yep. 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 Don't need a HyperX Audio. I am gonna need the NDI audio. Let me see. No sound. Thank you. Now I need a video with audio. Okay, let's do this. All right, so here we go. We got video with audio. Let's see if it comes in. Yep, it's working. All right, that's good. That's good. hmm Just sing for us, says Misty. That's all the audio we need. That's right. I know. I know. That's all the audio. Sure, sure. You don't want my singing. I can barely sneeze out here. Okay. All right, so while we're waiting on the Twitter Spaces to pop in, because I had to update. I am going to keep talking about fresco. And so the way I use fresco is it's super easy. It's like it feels like it's an easy to use app. It has a lot of improvements every year after year, but it doesn't purport to be any particular thing for um it doesn't purport to be a particular it's app for expert people. It's really more about, can you do some things on this app that allow you to create the art you want to create. And it has a little bit of animation. It has some, uh, they call live brushes, meaning oils and watercolors. It has vectors, and those are all the little tools that, as an artist, you want to experiment with and to build your digital um, portfolio, your digital art for your clients. And that's what I'm after a lot. I am really after that part. Let's go like this. And right now, I'm experimenting with a whole different art style, totally different art style. That it brings together a couple different art styles that I've used in the past. One is going to be the um, comic book art style, and a more paint. That's what I'm used to drawing. But then I gotta make it. I want to make it more painterly. Like somehow it's painted. It that has subtle gradients that make it look what it is supposed to be. All right, so here we go. They finally sent me a message. Yep, come on. Can you link the stream? All right, let me get in this Twitter Spaces. They're finally looking for me. I'm like, where is my invite? Uh, here we go. Let's see if you guys can hear it.
Not lost. There is a hope for us to do something if we act fast and get in contact with the proper people. So,
I don't hear it.
unless I'm mistaken in
Oh,
the
there it
fact that
is.
they can unfreeze the asset, my
So
understanding is that they can.
I want to see if I.
I don't know. We'll see.
There it is. What's
I
up?
see that Delta, his stream is on stream. Thank you, Delta. If you want to come up and open up a speaker, you can, even if you're holding a half conversation with your stream, we'll be able to pay attention to what you say. You can mute us if we're confusing, but it'd be great to hear you speak.
Okay, so I requested. I sent the request. There it is. You can now speak. Hello, everybody. How we doing today? This is DTM Delta Tango Mike, and I'm super happy to hang out with you guys. All of you guys are superstars. I appreciate the time you dedicate to Valentin, to Victor, and Super Victor. You guys are awesome. Thank you for having me. Nice, nice. Thank you. And so I am streaming at the same time as I'm talking to you guys. And so your voice will be heard on my stream. I finally figured it out. So that way, those of you who watch the stream can catch up with the whole conversation. They, hey, when technology works, it works, you know. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, well, I'm open to working with the crypto community, the NFT community, the Web3 community, because you guys are awesome people who care about building something for the future. And so yeah, that's you can count on me. However, I have already started a couple of Elrond collections. I haven't put in a lot of work in them because I am still finding what works right for one of one's um, pieces. And but if you let me see, I don't know, it's on Frame It. I have a couple collections on Frame It. So one of this is called Revamped Elrond, where I've taken rugged and old orphaned NFT projects and I redraw them. And then there's another collection called Sketchyverse. So yes, yes. Well, if I could have an extra arm, then I can do two drawings at the same time. But but as yes, yes, I will be that RoboCop experiment. Hmm, it's low. Why is it so low? Well, thank you so much. This is awesome. This is awesome. I've been drawing and working on this piece, trying to get one of the main Elrond underlings, one of the Smaraguna underlings, trying to get it as clean as possible so that I can have a proper workflow. And then the rest of them are going to come fast and quick because then I have figured out a lot of different things on how I want this to work. But yeah, yeah, that's you're actually getting inside look in how tedious and time consuming it is to draw. Of course, to me it's fun, so I enjoy every bit of it. Nice. Thank you. I accept everything, and later on I'll revamp it. Once I'm done with this project, I go back to the revamping of the other NFTs that I started to. And once I revamp one, I give it a one edition to the person who originally sent me an NFT. That way, it kind of keeps the project alive. And if only for just for the art. Mm. Mm. I'm very interested on it. Very cool. Okay, so everybody's talking and getting into the flow in the Twitter Spaces. I'm gonna figure out how to get that Twitter Spaces to work inside of the stream. And I thought I had it, and then it went away. The audio left me. So try it again. There it is. But I don't see the audio coming in. And it must be, I know it's a Twitter Space issue. It's Twitter Spaces. They don't want you to hear it. They probably lock out different things when when it detects that there's somebody. But there they go talking about the collection now. There goes Valentin gonna talk about the NFT project. Minimum. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. So there are um, four, four parts to the Smarugan army. There are four battalions. Let's say battalions. There's the Bone Battalion. There's the Energy Battalion. There's the Electricity Battalion, and then the Fire Battalion. And that's those. Each one of those battalions is based on the four elements in the blockchain, because every time there's a NFT that gets burnt, their bones are is what's left behind. The burning is through fire, so there's fire in the blockchain. Anytime that you mint a new NFT series, of course, it takes up electricity, and positive and negative energy is collected in the blockchain. The positive energy is what's happening here right now in this Twitter space, but the negative energy is the FUD and the rugs and all these different things. Right, exactly. The hacks. Um, and so it gets, so that's right. So the energy, so the negative energy gets bigger and bigger, and so all these four elements have been slowly building out this army, and so what we decided to do is create an army under a major villain. His name is Smarugan. And so this villain has all these underlings, and this army of underlings, and it's four battalions. And so there's a battalion of bones, a battalion of energy, electricity, and fire. And so the idea is that I am working on the individual army bad guys, underlings, right now. And in order for you to rise up the ranks in this Smarugan army, you have to collect a particular set of underlings. And so if you buy this, let's say you're starting to buy the NFTs and they're generative. So out of the ones that you buy, you may get, let's say, four of the fires. If you get four of the fires, as soon as you have four of the fire battalion pieces, you're automatically airdropped a underboss, a fire underboss. Boom. If you continue to buy these NFTs and you happen to get at least four electricity uh, army underlings, then you will be airdropped an electricity underboss. And the only way to get an underboss is by actually matching four of a kind of each element. And so theoretically, with 16, 4 times 4, 16 of the elements of four bones, four energy, four electricity, you will get your four different underbosses. And once you reach those four underbosses through airdrop, they don't cost you anything. The price you pay is by minting the actual underlings. But once you hit those four underbosses of bones, then Smarugan, the ultimate villain, is also airdropped. So that's automatic. And the only way to buy any of these underbosses or Smarugan is in the secondary market. So those of you who actually mint enough underlings to get the four of a kind will get the free airdrops automatic. That's all I need.
All of them. Yeah, even to the yes, yes, and they will be stackable. You know, if you have minions and smaller gun, you would receive from both. You know. Yes.
Bones.
That's no, that's the energy. Yeah, for Super Victor, yeah, because Super Victor has the same powers. He uses yeah, chi, electricity, and fire, and even bones. But you get there with the 3D collection. Yes. 2,121, like the Super Victors from Elrond. Exactly, yes. Well, that will come in the future. Yes. You will have to meet them, yeah. Yes, exactly. And they will be very strong. Yeah, for sure. And from there, royalties will be distributed as well.
Yeah, we're trying to take it slow right now because there's a lot of drawing that has to happen, a lot of creative processes and work in the works. We have a couple 3D artists. You have me as a 2D artist. Val is talking to a ton of other people who are doing different parts, and so um, it's kind of tough to hold back. But until there's art, and then we can start matching the story with the art is it would be too much to just share all of it at one time. So I think it's best if we go slow, have some pieces ready, work with what we have, and then everybody, as the story unfolds and the gameplay unfolds, everybody can stay up to date with it. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, I hope you will enjoy even the demo. So that's all I can say for the moment. Well, even if I'm rocked, we cannot stop.
So right now, people are talking in the Twitter spaces. I'm listening to what they're asking, and I'm drawing. I'm also drawing. And so this is a cleaner sketch. At some point, you have to get to a clean sketch so that when it's time to color and paint, you have an exact idea of what you're working with. And this process right here is taking me a little extra than I normally take because we had to think things through. We had to think about the armor. We had to think about the villain. We had to think about the gear, the equipment, and how mean and ugly we need to make these guys. And so that's been a long process, but
I think this is just
we're getting close
a
to
sketch, you know.
the yes. So this is
He was clear, right? This is part of his process and on the way towards his final design so that he can get the vibe and then
hmm
really hit the ground running. But this is incredible. This is a sketch. Oh my god.
yeah. So this is a cleaner sketch. There's always gonna be steps to your sketch, and the more steps you take, the better your work is going to look when it's finished. And so that's why I'm taking my time with it right now. But yeah, it's a long process. But we're close to the end now, where now after this I get to start painting, and then it all starts to come to life, kind of like what I just the little details in the face right now with the glasses, and is that you start to add a little bit of a paint. Um, Elements and you see it come in. You see that character really show out. But that's because now we have the structure of the anatomy, we have the proportions, we have some of the elements already in place, and now it's time to detail it out. But it's still a sketch because it's not painted, it's not colored in, and nothing is rendered. So it's still very much at this point I could still change things out if I wanted to. If we change our mind about something, I can still change it. But yeah, it's a little time consuming. It's fun though.
Yeah, you seem to be enjoying what you do, and it's important to love what you do. Huh? If not, work is it's never fun.
Right. That's why I made art my career because it's like I really like to draw. So so let's find a way to make this the job. Done. And so just cleaning up some of these lines. And so now these are the lines we're going to keep. These are some of the details we're going to save, and then I start painting in once I'm happy with the results. And this is looking good right now so far. I'm missing the skirt. I'll get to the skirt in a second, and it's around here somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. So this is the belt. So there's the belt, and turn down the opacity. And I could just turn off all the other layers for now. Boom, here goes the new layer, and I can just focus on this particular. And so even though earlier I made this face a little cartoony, the skull, it's because it was just a placeholder. I just kind of want to remember that here goes a skull. A skull will live here. But now that I'm going in to finish this drawing or this piece in here, now I can start coming in with some details like, yeah, it's going to be mean skull. It's not a cartoon skull. It's a mean skull. Bam. It's part of the art process. I don't know what any of you guys out there do, but you got to find something that you really enjoy and have fun with it. hmm Let's go with that. Does anybody have any questions about the art style, the artwork, or um, any apps? Does anybody do any creative work out here?
Anybody that wants to be a villain.
Yeah, do you want to be a villain? Yeah, this is the Twitter space. They're talking
Great villain. Are you guys opening things up for job application?
and having a nice little
Yeah,
time
wants to
here
be a villain.
talking about this project. And I think the next time we do a Twitter spaces, I will have a new villain to work on because at some point I can't show the final work. You know, that we have to wait till it starts to mint and boom. Oh yes, and I just remember something that I wanted to do. But yeah, at some point we will reserve the the looks. Boom, bam! Look at that. Yeah, yeah. Slowly. What drawing tablet am I using? What's up, Roman? How you doing? I want some shades like that, said Misty. They cool, aren't they? This is the Surface Studio. I am using a big computer. It's called the Surface Studio, and this thing is 27 inches diagonal, Roman. And look, it goes like this, and so it's kind of big. I got some stickers on here somewhere. Where did my stickers go? Oh, they're on this side. Right here. Look at how big this thing is from here all the way to over there. Uh-huh. Yeah. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's a big, huge one, says Misty. And it's actually a tablet. You know, it's a tablet. It's just like a Surface Pro, a Surface laptop, a Surface. It's the same screen and because and the same technology, and it uses the same pen. This is the Surface pen.
And we have even crypto bits. Thank you for joining.
And so it makes it really easy to just move from one device to another. I also have a Surface Duo. I got the Surface Duo. I was able to get one, and so you can draw with this pen on the Surface Duo. The Surface Duo is an Android device. Oh my God, it's crazy, super nice, and uh, and so using the same pen. That's what I like about some of the Surface line devices
About this villain that
because
he acts like a hero, but he's a villain. What are you
because
talking about?
it's the same technology throughout each device. So this is the Surface Studio 27 inches. I'm starting to feel like some of these look like teeth, and I kind of like that because it's bones.
Oh man, oh man. But yeah, we gotta get that super vector voice going. I'm curious. Red
Oh,
cat life.
let me go. There it is. Let's go.
Maybe. I don't know.
Let's make that line there.
And now we need to
I
put
do have a Surface dial, but I find it that's really not necessary for some apps like Fresco. I do like using it with what's that other app that I like? Sketchable, and I do like using it with Sketchable because Sketchable does include a lot of the keyboard shortcuts, whereas
make a
um,
laptop or somebody.
Fresco does not have some of those shortcuts, which is crazy. But that's an Apple thing. Apple, not an Apple thing, Adobe thing. But I said Apple because I think they're kind of married. Everything that Adobe does, it somehow works with Apple first, and then it works with Windows. There you go, bam. And here it is. So I have the main idea, what I want, and then I slowly, through the different layers of drawing, I come up with what's the final design gonna look like. There we go. There you go. Boom. Voice acting is gonna be important with the project, so that's what they're talking about. These are folks who are interested in the project as we're working on it. It's not even for sale yet. And folks are excited. Boom. Now let's get the skirt. So here's what I've been waiting to get started on this skirt because I kind of figured out what I wanted. And this is why we do a lot of sketching through the layers so that you can slowly get that concept to flesh out on the screen from where your thoughts are, because it doesn't automatically happen. You kind of feel like you're ready, you want to, but um, you kind of have an idea how you want it to pop off. But so let's go like this. Okay, that's my. All right, let me check on this real quick. Hello, this is Dan. Right, we're back. Sorry, I had to put that on mute. So let's go like this. Kind of like a tooth. Is that right? That doesn't look like a tooth. Let me see what a molar looks like. And that is going to be the end of today's um, stream because I have a 9 tooth. I have a 4 p.m. Adobe live stream, and so I have to get ready for that. K9. Oof, oof, oh, there they go right there. There it is. That's what we want. K9 and scissors. Oh, I see, I see. This is a long part like this, right? And then goes the boom. There it is. Bam. Okay, so that's not a bad idea. I'm gonna work on this because I really want this to pop off. Um, and so I want a molar. It's not exactly right. Let's see if I can try that again. Not a molar. A canine. There you go. Let's go like that. Boom. Well, it can be different. So I think I know what I have to do there. It has to be chunky, right? Has to be chunky like that. Here we go. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna roll with this for now. When it's time to paint, I'll probably come up with a better idea. But I think this is good because before I had bones like this, and I don't like that. It was kind of creepy looking. And then before that, I had bones going down like this, and that did not look good at all. And I drew it anyway because you have to get something down on the screen or on paper before you can edit it. So you should have something on the paper and then you find a way to edit it or you find the next solution. So, Um, uh, they're doing voices in the Twitter Spaces. So until you have something to fix, you can't fix it. You need to have something to fix. All right. Okay, y'all. So this is DTM. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Thank you for joining us in the Twitter Spaces. I have to get ready for my next stream. Join me 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on Adobe on Behance. And then at 7 p.m. I will have another stream with Sketchable. So thank you very much. I'm DTM Delta Tango Mike. Find me anywhere on the internet, Delta Tango Mike. Check out the links in the description of the video. Thank you, Danette, for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you, Roman, for the questions and comments. Misty for the questions, comments, and suggestions. I appreciate and the answers. Thank you, David, Mark, Anna. Let's see, Monica Henson in the house. Appreciate all of you and all of you who were joining us in the Twitter space. I am going to say goodbye to you guys in a second, but I am going to say the names out loud because these are the cool people who are supporting the project so far by at least coming into the space and sharing, right? We got Valentin, we have Techie, Blast, Word Up, appreciate you, Greg, JP Lowe's, Raz, Cat. Did I say I thought I said Raz already. Okay, so we must have switched around. Oh, Danette is in the Twitter Spaces. Nice. Sia, Levy, and Athena. Let me go ahead and follow anybody who is listening. I want to make sure I follow them. And boom, there it is. Okay, thank you all. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace out. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. I'm gonna jump in, y'all, for a second to say thank you so much for hanging out with me. I have to go and get ready for another stream later. And so I will see you around. And please send me any questions, comments, suggestions about the artwork because I'm open to all of it. Okay? Thank you. There. Later, sis. Derek, what's up, Derek?